Hi, I'm Bill Allberger, William Allberger, wood artist. Thanks for tuning in. I think I probably know some of you people from coming into my booth. Thank you for caring about what I do. Thank you for supporting me in lots of ways, encouraging me. I hope you're not sick and you're not having too much anxiety through this different time in history. I'll try to keep this exciting. It probably won't be though. I'll probably say things you've heard me say before, and if you've ever been in my booth. I think Joanne's working on a page which shows what's going to be available. That'll be coming up somewhere on the computer.
On the website.
I have a lot of things that have fallen into place for what I do. My wife is one of them. She is the techie that I'm not. She learns how to do things on the computer and things to help me in this business. And she does a lot, including talking me into this interview. This property gives me space to, room to store wood and stuff. I got the beautiful creek to look at when it's not flooding and scaring the heck out of me. The adjoining property over here, you can't see it. It's behind some bushes and things. My neighbors, Ken and Martha, they're retired for a while now. They own that, and Ken set up a sawmill a few years ago, and Martha supports me and encourages me in many ways, including buying my art.
And homemade lunches.
Yes, lunches. And anyway, when I started 30 years ago, I was mostly using the weathered barn wood, and here's an example of some of it. This is the barn wood up here, and this down below would be a board that Ken cut on his saw for me, and he's good at keeping an eye out for unique logs and things like that. But now I have an unbelievable, are we on? I have an unbelievable supply and choice of wood to use. Most of it is fallen trees. And Ken slices up on his saw, and Ken will put almost anything on that saw, no matter how time-consuming or difficult. We've actually broken his saw a few times, and he's okay with that.
Saw blade. Or the whole saw? You broke the whole saw?
We broke different things on it, trying things we shouldn't have. I can't keep up with, I missed a part. Lately, another semi-retired, are you waving like that for me, or another semi-retired neighbor is helping. I can't keep up with either of them. They act like I'm the boss, and I like that, and I go with it. I need to nap by 2 o'clock. They don't. We're going to look at a few more things here, and I'll explain what I'm working on right now, which is a little different from this is something a little bit new. The glass in this one, I got together with a really good glass artist, a friend of mine his name's Tim Dorlin. He's a master at mosaics, and so he's showing me how to do grouting and things like that, and piecing pieces together. So I'm real happy with that. We both were happy with how that glass went with that wood. And here's another one. This is ash wood, and we felt like that glass was a good match for that, and that's how that one came about. This is a piece of barn wood that was pretty weathered.
You can talk.
Okay. So we held up different pieces of glass. That's a piece of mirrored glass there, and felt like that was a good combination. The top of this one, you know, when I was staining this, it ran like that, and I normally brush it out, but in this case I left it because I thought, whatever, it's different. Maybe somebody will like it, so hopefully somebody will.
What makes the wood like as heavily textured as that one is?
That's a piece of oak, so that means that was extremely old and extremely weathered. But it's still stable.
Okay, thank you.
These are almost done. I didn't cut the mirror to put in there yet. That'll get mirror. And this is spalted maple, and some of you have seen some of this in some of my other projects. It's one of my better finds with fallen tree wood, and this of course is the barn wood. And there's a more of a finished mirror. This is more finished over here, and this is the slab wood that Ken's cutting. So is that. There's a few little pieces of old barn wood in that. Alright, I think now I'm going to give you a quick look at the shop. I got a few things in there that are unfinished and in progress. The shop is a 1.5 car garage.
This is a piece of stone I got that Bill put on top of a picnic table for me.
Here's where I start the process of creating, but because of the unique pieces of wood, that part's already started. So I'll give you a couple examples of that.
Bill wears sun protection when he works in the sun.
This is a piece of cherry wood. Ken cut that as well, and there's some of my barn wood. That will get a mirror in it eventually, and it will be changed. The color will change a lot by the time it's done. I'm not sure which direction I'll go with it yet, but I feel a lot of the art's already done right there, and I'm just capitalizing on that.
Who's your partner in art?
I'm not sure.
You often say that
Oh, you mean the wood stove?
no, the wood, that the wood is already art.
Oh, well, I mean, that's God's art. I'm just capitalizing on that. There's my stove, keeps me warm in the winter. A lot of my mistakes go in there, and I stay warm. That's all I'm going to say.
Don't you have some kind of a deal with God about your creativity?
Whatever. I sometimes argue with him and say I'm going to try to outcreate him. And he's like, yeah, sure. Here's a piece of ash wood and some barn wood, and this one's in progress. It'll be more three-dimensional when it's done. It'll have some glass in it. Don't know any of the details of that yet. Here's a mirror in progress. I don't know what the color is going to be. I ran out of this cool poplar wood, and I just filled it in with the other, and I think it'll be fine. I like it turns it into more of a piece of art. So it might bother somebody, but somebody will like that. I like it.
Gorgeous.
Okay, and this is where some of the more unique pieces of wood end up until I figure out a use for them. I'm excited about this one. I think that's a very old piece of oak, and I found that in a barn. That'll probably end up being some kind of a console table. And here's the kind of broken boards that are almost, you know, almost useless until hopefully I think of something good to do with them. And again, a lot of the art seems to be started for me there.
Do you want to do the giraffe piece?
I'm fine. I'm too hot, but there's one that
Bill showed me this piece earlier, and I thought the top looked like a giraffe.
All right, we'll take a little walk to the other part of the property where I do some finishing. I do a lot of my sanding here. I put this piece out. This is a piece of cherry wood. Now this wood came from Ken's and Martha's nephew, Ricky. He brought it down from Massachusetts, a big log, and it was quite a struggle, but we cut some good boards out of it. And a little bit later, I'm going to show you what I made for Ricky as a thank you for bringing the log down and help cutting it. But this will be something special someday, I hope. It'll be sanded and turned into something that hangs on the wall. All right, let's go this way. Just come back here for a minute. I want to show you some of my wood piles. I have a, you all right, huh?
Yeah, almost
I
tripped.
have a good selection. I got lots of wood in there, and under all these tarps, there are many boards that I'm planning on using. And I have a lot of wood, and I may have a problem with boarding, and I know
Squeak.
that's probably what you're thinking after seeing all that. It's not even all of it. But so far my neighbors haven't complained to my face. Thank you. After I build stuff, then I add color and finishes, and here's some of the areas where I work and stain. There's my staining tables and shade trees.
And this is
And there's Squeak.
we've rescued 25 cats in the last 15
Come here,
years,
Squeak. Come here, Squeak.
and Squeak's
Come here,
one of
Squeak.
them.
Up on the table. Squeaker, come on.
Seems like she's very hot.
Come on.
She's-
Anyway, that's what cats do.
What about this shed, hun?
Hang on. So this is something we cut recently, and this is maple, and this was a big tree on Ken's property that had to come down because it was dead. And because it was dead and starting to decompose, it gets the nice lines in it, which will show up better after it's sanded and treated. So hopefully someday when that wood dries out, I'll make something cool out of it. I think it's, again, a good start. And I'll give you a quick peek at my paint shed. This was a building that our church used for a construction trailer while it was for the blueprints. And actually, a couple of the pastors from the church, Bob and Nick, built most of that with scraps and whatnot. So I'm very thankful for that. I use it all the time for many years. So
Shout
get
out,
in.
shout out to Pastor Bob and Pastor Nick.
Yep. And whoever else helped on this thing. I know there was others. This is kind of where I store things. It's insulated, and so I heat it in the winter. But I really wanted to show you. Here's a couple little things that are in progress. It's a piece of maple.
Gorgeous.
This is what I'm excited about. So I mentioned Ricky, Ken's nephew. He helped Ken take a tree down on his dad's property, a pin oak, and so I wanted to give Ricky a thank you for bringing that cherry log down from Massachusetts and helping cut it up. So he had asked me to make a couple shelves for him, and his wife said, try to make the wood, a little bit special. So I haven't showed him this yet, but this is the wood, and I think he's expecting a brown shelf. And I'm not really caring whether he likes it or not at this point because I like it, and I'm hoping he gets excited about it. I hope his wife likes it. And that was a big experiment. So I don't mind experimenting. I'm basically doing this. I'm not charging for this, and I like experimenting. Here's I think that there's another piece.
Wow. And what if Ricky doesn't like it?
Oh, I don't care. I'll take it to the art show and see if somebody else likes it. Yeah. Here's some glass. That is a new glass that I'm starting to. I like it, and I think it's going to find a place in a few of my pieces.
And what's this box?
These are some different stain samples. This was kind of practiced on this before I did the shelves.
Just gorgeous.
Yeah, I have a lot of things that have fallen into place for this to work. Yeah, I don't know what to say. So many things. The property, Ken putting the soil over there. I got lots of people and family looking out for me. They tell me when a barn falls down, and sometimes I come home and I find piles of wood at my house, and I don't think it's all luck, and I thank God for it. I want to say something about my faith. Many years ago, I was in a lot of trouble. I was younger, and I got into trouble. I partied too much. I wasn't heading in the right direction, and I feel like I was like one of those broken boards, kind of headed for the burn pile. And one night I asked God for help. I actually cried out for help, and it was a pivotal point in my life. I feel like God heard me, and now, like what I do with a broken board, I feel like God did with me, help get me, turn me into something that I wouldn't have been. And I still have lots of challenges, but now I go through them with the Creator Himself, the real Creator. So I don't know if we're out of time, and if anybody wants to, I hear Ken and the guys are working over at the sawmill, and so if anybody wants to hang on a little longer, we're going to take a walk over that way and just let you see the other part of the process.
There's Squeak. Hey, Squeak. Hey, Squeak.
Alright, there's more piles of wood here. I told you you'd see more. Here's my chicken house. I'm gonna let them out. Let's
Here, chickies. Here, chickies. Here, chickies. Come on, Roosty. Come on, Roosty.
There are more piles of wood. I know what you're thinking. I don't care. Here's a little bridge Ken made me so that I wouldn't carry boards across the creek.
This is a little creek that feeds into the larger one behind our house. And here we go.
The guys are working over here, so I don't want to disturb them, but we'll quick go over and I'll show you the saw and kind of how it works. This isn't my property anymore once we went over the bridge, so, but I'm allowed to keep some of my wood here too because I ran out of room at my house.
More beautiful art on the way.
Get a picture of Ken's whole truck over there.
Can you tell it what it is?
Yeah, it's an old Chevy. Keeps that thing running. Like all these machines you'll see around here. So we're coming down to where, and the guys happen to be here cutting for a little project they're doing. It's not wood for me, so I'm not going to be telling them what to do today, which they'll be happy. Come on down. Hey guys, just doing a quick little video here. I told them that you guys are busy working and we're not going to try to hold you up too much.
Ken, he said he wasn't going to tell you what to do today.
That's Ken there. John's in the background there. He's another neighbor, and this is Ricky over here. Rick. And there's the saw that cuts a lot of the wood, and I told you the whole story already, so I just wanted to, I thought maybe this would be interesting for some people to see. Yeah. As you can see, there's still lots of things to cut, lots of work to be done.
Finished up there.
What kind of wood is this, Ken? Is that oak?
That's the red oak, yes.
Oh, this is oak. And I don't know what Ken cut that for, but I might have to come over here and look at it, grab a few pieces for Bill, because I need more.
Yeah. Well, some of that's nice.
Is it?
I mean,
Good.
it's the center cut.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rick, thanks for bringing that pretty wood down. Bill showed me some of it.
We showed that cherry wood, and,
Oh, yeah.
And we showed the shells. Your wife might end up seeing those shells before you do. If it goes, we had trouble with the reception, so we couldn't do live. And so she's just doing another whole video that we're gonna see if people want to tune into it. So.
Bill, tell Mr. Snyder and Ken what you said on the video about working over here.
I don't remember. I wrote it down. I said, here, I'll tell you what I said. So now, thanks to Ken, I got an unbelievable supply and choice of wood to use, all fallen tree wood that is sliced up. Ken will put anything on the saw, no matter how time-consuming or difficult. Even finds the right logs and drags them to the saw sometimes. Lately, another semi-retired neighbor is helping John, and I can't keep up with either of them. They act like I'm the boss, and I like that and go with it. And but I need to nap by 2 o'clock. They don't. So,
Even when it's 100 billion degrees out, they don't stop.
yeah, you guys got enough wood?
Yeah. Yep, we got that. We started the blocks
Oh, good.
over there.
Whoa.
These are blocks for a construction company.
Whoa.
And Ken does a lot of cutting for the Boy Scouts too. But anyway, Ricky, I got the first coat of varnish on those thing. At some point, before you guys leave, you should probably stop over and take a few.
Okay.
I still got a couple more coats.
I'm not gonna.
Okay. All right.
She's the artist and you're the artist. I'm not. So.
Well, these, you're not. You'll see. I'm hoping you like them, but they're probably not going to be what you were expecting.
I wasn't.
I didn't have any.
To be honest with you, I was just expecting 2 pieces of wood. But this even makes me look better.
I explained in the video how that was. I think I did. That the tree was from Ken's dad's property, and that you helped take it down. And so that's kind of a thank you. I said I can experiment because I'm not charging, and so if you don't like it, I don't care. And so I did some experimenting. So, all right, have fun.
Do you like the way it came out?
I do.
You do?
Yeah,
That's
I
all
do.
that matters.
Yep.
They're incredible.
Don't say that, honey. They didn't have
Well, they'll either
high
blow your mind or
expectations.
you'll hate them. You definitely go one direction or the other.
Yeah. Doesn't
So.
matter as long as his wife likes it.
Okay.
That's the only thing that matters.
Thank you, heroes of the wild woods.
Yeah. 6 feet apart, guys.
Yeah.
Do you want me to?
Shut it off.